Okay, welcome back everybody. Today I'm excited about this video because I finally got the new Romeo1T in. I ordered it last week, about Thursday, when it popped up mysteriously in my email. I don't think anybody really ever knew this Optic was going to come out. I'm sure some people did that have more in the know than I did. But I didn't hear any press about this. Really all I've been hearing was the new 1 Pro and then like the Romeo 2 was going to be coming out. But then I got an email saying that they've made a new optic, the Romeo1T, and it was made basically for the M17 and the 320 Legion because the original Romeo doesn't fit it. I mean, it does fit it, it just needs modified with different screws to make it work. So as soon as I saw that, I started looking into it. I mean, I went immediately to the page, I read about it, and they were all out of stock except for the FDEs. And this is last Thursday, which doesn't mean nothing. This is September, the day after they emailed it to me. They were all out of stock, so I kept reading into it. I checked back a few times during the day. They had an FDE, and FDE wouldn't have looked right on this gun. And then I went back for the last time, and they had one 6 MOA. It said one in stock on the 6 MOA dot. So I pulled out my card as fast as I could and ordered it. And now, thanks to FedEx, a week later, I have it. So Sig did their part, they got it shipped out the next day, but FedEx decided to keep it, an hour away for 3 days in my state and moved it from this city to this city. But, that's how it works. All of them have their faults. So the bad thing about this is now I don't see it on Sig's website. And all the good things I'm going to tell you, now you can't order it. So it seems like unless you got it that day or the day after and you got lucky, and it did say limited production and limited, exclusive to Sig, so no other retailers had it. Who knows if that's really true. And now it's gone. It's vanished from their website. No Romeo1T. I can get on Sig's website right now and look. The Pro is on here, of course, and we'll look. And going through, just typing in Romeo, there's the Maxes, you've got the Pro, and then you've got the regular Romeo, and then the next page just has mounts and stuff. It's not on there. So it seems like you're kind of out of luck. And that sucks because this site is awesome. I haven't got to go shoot it yet. I literally just got it. But when I open the box and look, if you've looked at the Pro, like I just was showing you, there's no difference. I mean, it's literally the same site for $200 cheaper. I mean, does that look any different? Not to me. I mean, I'm sure there's something different, but I'll go over the specs on it and what's difference between the old Romeo. But let's look in the box first, because this is what initially threw me off, because I didn't see this when I was reading the description on the TAC, or on this T version. And as it comes with this aluminum shroud, and that was supposed to be the Pro's thing, is that it was more rugged, and that was one of the reasons why. So maybe they built the housing out of different material, but according to the website it says CNC machined magnesium, which is the same as this and the original Romeo. Now this one does have a new emitter, which has 12 settings, 10 daytime and 2 night vision. That's also supposed to lead up to 20,000 hours of runtime. So that's pretty cool. They gone away from the old cover, which nobody cared for. This one, which nope, don't fit. I've seen a lot of people complain about it, especially competition shooters, that it sucks, it just falls off. I mean, with this one, it's not much better, so maybe it's better for a different gun, but, they tried. And, the 20,000 hours runtime, if you look, they've done, of course, it's got the aspheric glass, and they've changed the glass, so now it's got this blue tint to it, which is supposed to help with the vision, and your being able to actually see and everything. I'm not a huge optic person. I've always been a pistol shooter, so optics haven't been a big thing to me. So recently I've got into having a few optics on a different gun. And you know, when I bought this Legion X5, I immediately went and bought a Romeo1 because, you know, why not? It's a Sig optic. Well, it doesn't fit without modification and different screws. So when I saw this pop up, I had to get it. Mainly, you know, of course, wanted to do a video on it because I thought it was going to be more popular. But right now it looks like there was only a, you know, select few that got them. You know, I'm sure there's thousands of them out there, but unless you got them that day, right now you're looking at getting it secondhand. So you have the 4 different screws in here. So I'm sure the other ones are for the M17. This is what I really like. It's a new tool they've put in here. So it's got your battery compartment flathead. If you open this up, that's where the battery comes. When you open it up, this end will be able to do your windage and elevation adjustments. So that's pretty cool. Compared to the old Sig, they both use a 1632 battery. They've went away from how they have it just printed on the side, the Sig logo. This is actually engraved in, which looks really nice. Try to keep both of these in the frame. I had to put it on the gun because I just wanted to finally get it on there, and when I bought this I was pretty disappointed, and I was going to modify it. But this thing I thought was pretty cool, so that'll go on a keychain, put that on your range bag, pretty good to go. And that's all that's in the box besides the actual Allen keys and stuff. Here in a second I'll show you how to actually put this on the gun. Pretty easy. But I just wanted to go over a quick video and show you how, you know, what I got, and I hope some more people got them too. I'm on the Sig Facebook groups and everything, and there's people that's got them already, and you know, I hope they release more to the market, because what I'm seeing right now, and somebody correct me if I'm wrong, please do, because I don't know everything about these, but reading the description that Sig has on the Pro versus what they had on this 1T, there's no difference. All there was the rugged housing included, and that's included, and it's $200 more. So hopefully the Pro boasts something different, because they're charging $400, $500 for it, and you're into RMR money at that point, and you know, that's a big chunk of the market. You know, Trijicon's done extremely well there, especially now with the SRO for competition shooters. So they have a lot of big shoes to fill at that price range. That was always the big point of these, was being that $200 to $300 price range, unless you're going for the max, and you know, those $700, $800 optics. So I don't know. Now let me take the gun down. Actually, let me turn it on here, and I'll show you. Hopefully you can see the dot here. This is the 6 MOA version. That's all that was left. Normally I'd get a 3 OA, but I wanted to try out a 6. Let's go ahead and up it all the way up. You'll see it'll start to flash when you're all the way up. So now that's full brightness. This, of course, uses the MOTAC system, which is the motion activated system that the old Romeo uses, the Pro uses. So they still have that, of course. Let's take down the slide on this. Of course, we have a clear gun. And just for people that are wanting to mount their new Romeo1T to their gun, I'll show you how to do it. If you look down on my channel, I do have a complete disassembly of the X5, which will show you this. But the only thing you have to do is that the screws for the mounting plate are ran through from the bottom. So you have to remove the extractor plunger. And in order to do that, you need to push with a punch on the extractor plunger and just push it in just a little bit. Slide down the back plate, just like that. Once you get it to that point, then you can remove the extractor plunger. Extractor will fall out, and now you can remove those screws there. Let's see, what size is this? That's 3/32 Allen, and you can remove those 2 screws, put them up with the plate, and put your extractor back in the gun. Now you'll want to mount it to the X5 with the screws that are down in the foam. There's 2 other screws that are in this bag. I believe those might be for the M17. I could be wrong because I don't have the M17, but they did include 2 sets. So once you have the plunger back in there, I forgot to show you. It goes back in with the cut facing inwards towards the striker. So put it back in, you'll see it start to hit the extractor. And once you do that, just push in on the block just a little bit inside the slide until you can slide down the back plate. Do it from this way. Yep, it came all the way out. Now I can push on it and slide the back plate up until it locks the extractor plunger into place. Now, of course, I went and got my fingers all over the new Optic. I didn't want to do that, so let's try to clean that up here as much as we can. So that is how you install it. And yeah, I mean, there's not a lot else to say about it. Unfortunately, you can't read about it on Sig's website anymore. Luckily, I remember pretty much everything I read, and I screenshotted a few things. So now I'm comparing it to the Pro, and I'm not seeing any difference. So if you Sig Optic guys out there, you know, Sig Optic connoisseurs, let me know what the difference is here. Like I said, I didn't know of any press on this, and when it popped up, I bought it, and now it's gone. So I knew it. I originally thought it was just there to fill the gap until they were pushing back the Pro, and they were giving us this as a filler, so the X5 Legion guys had something to mount their Optic to, something they could sell them. Obviously, the Romeo wasn't working, so they have to buy a Delta point. But, I don't know now. I was originally going to maybe get the Pro, but I don't think I'm going to now. I think this Optic's going to do everything I need it to. I think it's going to be the exact same as the Pro with very little differences, but that's just my opinion and what I'm researching. So like I said, I don't know it all, so let me know if you do. Let me know what the differences are between this and the Pro, because quite frankly, I don't see them. I can't find them. Otherwise, this Optic is pretty nice. I can't wait to get out and shoot it. I love the X5 Legion. It feels great in the hand. Let me see if any other differences I can tell you about here. Now I have an extra Romeo1 that I have no gun to put it onto. And not too many guns mount to it. I have a PPQ, but it don't mount to that either. But, oh well. Well, that's pretty much all I got to say about the new Romeo1T. I hope y'all got one when you had the chance, and maybe they'll bring them back for another limited run, or just bring them back in general once the Pro releases and they kind of sell the Pros. They'll put this back on the market for $200 less and make some people pretty mad probably. So we'll see how that goes. We'll see if there is a future for this Optic. I'll go out and shoot it. I'll give another report on it. If y'all want to follow me on Facebook, I've made a gun bench Facebook page. That way I can, make videos like, quick pictures and tell you upcoming things that are happening. I use Facebook more than Instagram, so you can check that out. Just go to facebook.com/thegunbench, or just search the gun bench, whatever. I don't really care. And then, just follow me on there, like it. And you'll see more things that we're going to be doing lately. So let me know what you want to see next on the gun bench. We're trying to find some new disassembly videos to do. I've kind of exhausted my resources. So, well, let me know if you got one of the Romeos. And did you get the FDE for your M17, or did you get the 3 or 6 MOA black dot, or black Romeo? So let me know down in the comments, and we will see you next time on the gun bench.